As I drove down the deserted highway on that moonless night, my grip tightened on the steering wheel with every mile that passed. The dense forest on either side seemed to loom closer, casting eerie shadows that danced across the road. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, the hairs on the back of my neck prickling with a sense of impending dread. I glanced at the clock on the dashboard. It was nearing midnight. I should have reached my destination hours ago, but an unexpected detour had led me onto this desolate stretch of road. I cursed my luck and pressed harder on the accelerator, eager to escape the oppressive darkness that seemed to swallow me whole. But then, just as I thought things couldn't get any worse, my headlights flickered and died, leaving me stranded in the pitch-black night. Panic surged through me like a tidal wave, my heart pounding in my chest as I frantically searched for my phone. But of course, there was no signal out here in the middle of nowhere. I sat in the silence for what felt like an eternity, the only sound the rhythmic thud of my heartbeat echoing in the confines of the car. And then, out of the darkness, came a soft tapping on the window. My breath caught in my throat as I slowly turned to face the source of the sound. Standing outside was a figure cloaked in shadow, their face obscured by darkness. Fear paralyzed me as I watched them reach out a hand, their fingers curling against the glass in a silent plea for entry. My mind raced with terrifying possibilities. Was this person a stranded traveler like myself, or something far more sinister? Summoning every ounce of courage I had left, I cracked open the window just enough to speak. "Are you okay?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. There was a long pause, during which the figure seemed to study me with unseen eyes. And then, in a voice as cold as ice, they whispered, "Let me in." My blood ran cold at the words, instinct screaming at me to drive away as fast as I could. But before I could act, the figure began to move, sliding around to the driver's side door with an unnerving grace. With a surge of terror, I slammed my foot on the gas pedal and tore down the road, the figure disappearing into the darkness behind me. For hours I drove with no destination in mind, my heart pounding like a drumbeat in my chest. But just as I began to think I had escaped whatever horror lurked in the night, I saw it, a figure standing in the middle of the road, illuminated by the glow of my headlights. I swerved to avoid it, my tires screeching against the asphalt as I veered off the road and into the forest beyond. And as the world spun around me and darkness closed in, I realized the true horror of my situation. I was not alone out here in the night, and whatever hunted me, it was not done yet. Don't forget to subscribe and like.